Hi everybody. Now in this video we are going to discuss about the chemical coordination and integration. And in this video we are going to discuss about the endocrine gland, that is the ovaries. Okay, ovaries in the females. Okay, ovaries in the females. So here we should remember that ovaries in the females. Okay, human beings. Okay, we are talking about the human beings. Ovaries in the females are actually called as what? The primary sex organs. Primary sex organs. But ovaries will also act as the endocrine glands. Okay, ovaries will also act as the endocrine glands. So we have to keep this in our mind before we discuss about the ovaries under the chemical coordination and integration. Now let us start. Ovaries. Okay, ovaries are a pair of ovaries are present in the females. Okay, a pair of ovaries are present in the females. Where are they present? If you are looking at their location, they are present in the abdominal cavity. They are present in the abdominal cavity. One on either side of the abdominal cavity. In the abdominal cavity, one on either side. Okay, one on towards the right side and one towards the left side. These ovaries are present and they are in almond shape. They are in almond shape, we say. Now we know. Now we have seen that they are present in the abdomen. Okay, they are present in the abdomen. And if you look at these ovaries, as we said, that these are now acting as what? The primary sex organs. Okay, they are acting as the primary sex organs. And as the primary sex organs, they will be producing, okay, an egg. Okay, we call the ovum as in simple as what? Egg. Okay, for every, okay, in each menstrual cycle, okay, when a female undergoes, okay, menstrual cycle, in each menstrual cycle, okay, in each menstrual cycle, a female will be producing one ovum. Okay, one ovum. That is, in common we are saying it as what? Egg. Okay, so one egg will be produced. One egg will be produced for every menstrual cycle. But conditions apply that there may be some where there may be two eggs may be produced. That's why it leads to what? Twins. Or otherwise, one egg divides into two and leads to the formation of identical twins. That is, we are not going to discuss about that now in this, okay, video. So here, as we said, that ovaries are acting as what? The primary sex organs. In each menstrual cycle, they will be producing one ovum. One ovum. This is as the primary sex organ. But otherwise, if we are saying that ovaries are also endocrine glands, now ovaries are producing two important hormones. Okay, they are producing what? Two important hormones called as what? Estrogen and progesterone. Estrogen and progesterone. So estrogen and progesterone are the two important hormones. Okay, so let us remember that ovary is producing two important hormones called as what now? The estrogen and progesterone. Estrogen and progesterone. Now let us look at from which parts these two hormones are produced. As we said that directly we said that in the ovaries. So inside the ovaries, if you are saying that this is one ovary, okay, let us say that this is one ovary. Maybe on the left side we say, okay, let us say that this is the ovary. Now inside the ovary, the whole, okay, ovary can be divided into different parts. We say that here, now the line, okay, where I am dotting are called as the germinal epithelium layer. Okay, the germinal epithelium layer. So ovaries are lined with what? Germinal epithelium layer. So this germinal epithelium layer, cells from the germinal epithelium layer, okay, divides and now forms as the ovarian follicles. Okay, forms as what? Ovarian follicles. These ovarian follicles are also called as what? The Graafian follicle. Okay, we also call it as what? The Graafian follicle. Ovarian follicles are also called as the Graafian follicles, we say. Okay, this is the common word which we use, Graafian follicles. But otherwise, they are also called as what? Ovarian follicles. Now, the germinal epithelium cell divides. Okay, let us say that we are taking this one germinal epithelium cell. It divides, and now here is one, okay, structure which we are calling as what? Ovarian follicle. Okay, let us say that this as what now? The ovarian follicle. Okay, ovarian follicle. Now this ovarian follicle develops. Okay, it develops and it is the one at the center it is carrying what now? The egg. That is nothing but what? Ovum. Okay, so where is the egg now present? It is in the ovarian follicle, otherwise called as what? Graafian follicle we are saying. Now this graafian follicle or ovarian follicle will be producing one important hormone. Okay, will be producing one important hormone, that is nothing but called as what? Estrogen. So we have to remember that estrogen is produced from what? Ovarian follicle. Okay, otherwise called as what? Graafian follicle. So estrogen is a hormone that is produced from a structure called as what? Ovarian follicle. Where is this ovarian follicle present? It is present in the ovary. So that's why we say that ovaries are producing hormones. Which hormone they are producing? The first hormone we are calling it as estrogen. Okay, estrogen from a structure called as ovarian follicle. Now estrogen is produced from the ovarian follicle, we say. And there is another hormone called as what? Progesterone. Okay, progesterone. Now progesterone is produced from which part? In order to understand that, the first thing that we have to remember is that here if you are seeing that there is another one called as what? Stromal tissue. Okay, another one called as stromal tissue. Now if you are seeing that the ovary is composed of the stromal tissue. Okay, stromal tissue means this is completely what now? The stromal tissue we say. Okay, stromal tissue is present. Okay, this is the stromal tissue. Now inside this stromal tissue only what is there? We said ovarian follicle is there. Ovarian follicle is involved in producing which hormone? Estrogen we are saying. Now when this is completely developed, ovarian follicle is completely developed, now we should remember that it is carrying the egg. Once it is completely developed, now this ovarian follicle will rupture and it will release now what now? The egg. Okay, it is releasing the egg, or we are calling it as what? Ovum. Okay, we are calling it as the ovum. So ovum, or otherwise called as egg, is released from a structure called as what? Ovarian follicle. Okay, ovarian follicle. Now once the egg is released, okay, once the egg is released from the ovarian follicle, now the remnant part, okay, leftover part of what now? The ovarian follicle will be no more called as the ovarian follicle, but this structure will be called as the corpus luteum. Okay, will be called as the corpus luteum. So corpus luteum is the remnant or remaining part of what? The ovarian follicle after ovulation. Ovulation means after releasing of the egg. Or in simple we can say, from the ovarian follicle, once the egg is released, the remaining part of the ovarian follicle will be called as what? Corpus luteum, but no more it will be called as the ovarian follicle. So it is now called as what now? The corpus luteum. So if the female is conceived, okay, if is conceived, this corpus luteum will be remaining in the ovary throughout the 9 months, and this corpus luteum now produces a hormone called as what now? Progesterone. Will be called as progesterone. So progesterone is a hormone that is produced by the corpus luteum. Corpus luteum is the remaining part of the ovarian follicle after ovulation, means releasing of egg from the ovarian follicle. So corpus luteum will be remaining throughout those 9 months. Throughout the 9 months for pregnancy period, during the pregnancy period. So corpus luteum is producing progesterone, estrogen is produced by the ovarian follicle we are saying. So these are the two hormones that are produced. Now what are the functions of these hormones? These hormones, okay, will also help in growth and activities of the female sex organs. All the activities that are expressed by the female sex organs are under the control of what now? Estrogen and progesterone. Estrogen and progesterone. And these hormones will also help in what? Development of what? Ovarian follicles, means Graafian follicle. Okay, Graafian follicles. These hormones are helping in development of the Graafian follicle. Okay, and appearance of female secondary sexual characteristics. Female secondary sexual characteristics. Okay, sex characteristics means what? High pitch voice. We said if it is in the males, it is low pitch voice. Now if it is in the females, we are calling it as high pitch voice. So this high pitch voice is because of what? The sex hormones that are produced from what? From the ovaries, okay, from the ovaries. And these hormones, okay, these hormones will also help in, okay, development of the mammary glands, okay. Mammary gland development is also under the control of these two hormones, and they regulate female sexual behavior. We also said testosterone, okay, will be acting upon the central nervous system and bringing up changes in the sexual behavior of the males, that is libido, we said. Same thing here also happens, okay. These two hormones, estrogen and progesterone, regulate the female sexual behavior, They help in what? Growth and development of the mammary glands, that is the breast, we say, okay, breast, we say. And especially if you are looking at the progesterone, okay, if you are looking at the progesterone is also called as pregnancy hormone, we call, okay, it is also called as the pregnancy hormone because progesterone supports pregnancy, okay, supports pregnancy. The thickening of the walls of the uterus is brought by this hormone, okay, it supports pregnancy, we say. And at the same time, formation of alveoli, okay, formation of alveoli. These are the, okay, sac-like structures present in the mammary glands of the females, okay, sac-like structures present in the mammary glands of in the females, because you should not get confused with this word alveoli when we are discussing it in the reproductive system, okay, human reproductive system, because alveoli is a word that you may get confused, where we will be coming across even in the respiratory system, human respiratory system, as the functional unit of the lungs. So there it is different, here it is different. Alveoli are sac-like structures which are present in the mammary glands, helps in storing milk, okay, helps in storing milk. So alveoli, okay, formation of alveoli in the female mammary glands is brought by these two hormones, or especially the hormone called as progesterone. Progesterone helps in formation of alveoli in the mammary glands of the females. Alveoli helps in storing the milk, and also for milk secretion this hormone is important, and also for milk secretion this particular hormone called as the progesterone is very important hormone. So here we studied about the ovary, okay, which is acting as the endocrine gland, Thank you.